Sarah.
And I'm David. Let's talk about the premiere of Survivor Winners at War, Season 40.
But first, if you're new to this channel, please click subscribe and give this video a thumbs up.
And if you want to support us on Patreon, there's a link in the description. All right, this game.
David, we're finally here.
We're here.
Look, we didn't know what to expect.
No.
We've been talking about it for a month and a half or so.
Yes.
2 months?
Yes, and I will say, like, that in certain ways, this premiere played out as expected, and in other ways, definitely not.
I'm so excited!
Yes.
Oh my gosh, yes, you're right. I mean, yes, all of the above. Okay,
Yeah,
let's start from the top.
So we're separated men and women at the top on their boats.
As they're coming to introduce.
And I gotta tell you what, I mean, they always put a lot of money into Survivor, but the production value is...
Yeah, there is a little something extra.
There's extra.
There's
like steady cams on the island.
Yeah.
All the drone
different.
footage with the boats was incredible. Like, whoa, like right from the top.
Yep.
You know the season is going to be amazing.
Yes.
We get to the beach. Everyone's getting their first look at
First
who's
look.
playing.
The guys are there. The girls come in and they're like, oh, Parvati, yeah.
And then, like, unfortunately, a lot of the women are like stumbling out of the boat and falling into the ocean.
Look, it's not graceful getting out of a boat. The water's moving. It happens.
Yeah.
They're still legends.
Right, yes. It doesn't take away from.
Yes.
Yes.
So we're all here on this tiny little weird island in the middle of nowhere. Gorgeous.
Right. And Jeff's like, you know, congrats everybody
for
being here, but like, these are not your tribes. We are not playing men and women.
No.
We are carefully producing who is on what tribe.
Oh, yes.
We're not just drawing buffs. You're drawing a buff with your name on it.
Yeah.
Okay?
We have to make sure we separate some people.
Not leaving this to chance.
We gotta mix it up.
Yeah.
So they do. They pull their buffs with their name on it. They go over to their red and blue tribe, getting to know each other. But checking it out.
Almost no time to get to know each other, really, because there's a lot of information that Jeff is given.
He is talking a lot.
He's talking about the fire tokens, right? He's talking about Edge of Extinction is back. He's saying you're playing for $2 million. Everyone's losing their minds about that.
We have a champagne toast.
Oh, yeah, right.
Which, I'll tell you what I want before I starve for a couple days. A glass of bubbly.
Yeah. Let's have that be the last thing that enters your body before you starve for 40 days.
I usually do a shock of sugar, low alcohol, make me go, what? What am I doing? And then no food.
Right.
Okay.
So then he's like, and guess what? Game starts now. We're playing for Flint. We're playing for reward and immunity, and pulls out this skull, crossbones statue. Yeah. Immunity idol
terrifying.
with fire token eyeballs. Like, it is weird.
It's a little, it's a little
intense.
scary.
Yeah.
It is. You gotta carry it like this.
Yeah.
But hey, that's immunity, so let's go.
That's the symbol for this
We
season.
immediately start with a crazy challenge where we're like drowning each other.
Pulling ponytails.
Oh, it's like, let's go.
Right, they're like going out in pairs, and you and your partner are trying to, you know, get first to your pole with your arm on the lifesaver thing, or whatever it's called, life preserver.
Or the candy.
The candy, yes, the lifesaver, yes. And it's, like you said, it's just super intense. People shoving each other's faces and pushing, and...
Which is how you want to get to know each other right away. And like, I watched you!
Yeah, yeah, right. I'm going to drown you now.
Now, the red tribe does have a bit of a leg up. They win the first 2.
Yes.
And I have to say, Sarah is just...
MVP.
A beast. Also, I feel like we learned Yule is really strong. Like, he looks good, but just because you look fit doesn't mean you're actually strong.
But he's got
he was strong. Sarah was strong.
Yeah.
The third time up, though, Rob was able to muster something. Now the blue team has one.
Yeah, Rob, I think you commented during our viewing party, Rob's got the dad bod, but there are some muscles under there.
Looks like he's got some strength under that dad bod.
Yeah. But then on the fourth go round, Sarah's in it again, and she's just a beast, like you said. And she wins it for the red tribe.
Yeah, and you know what? Natalie's pretty fit, and she, you know, she's a CrossFit queen.
Yeah.
She probably does this every day, this kind of like tugging things. Yeah. And yet Sarah was able to pull Natalie. I mean, impressive.
So I'm thinking, like, I would so glad with Sarah. I got my eye on you, right? Based on that performance.
I got my eye on you, but I also need you on my team.
Yeah, right.
Like, I need you to keep my tribe winning.
Yeah.
Is how I'm
Win
feeling
these
at
tribal
this
immunities
point.
for me. Thank you.
Yeah.
So then we go to our separate camps, right?
Now we're going to camp.
Oh, but Jeff says tribal is tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
It's not tonight.
Look.
You're going to tribal tomorrow.
You guys are winners. You all have $1 million.
Yeah.
We're going to give you 24 hours.
And that's...
to work your magic.
Should be plenty of time for you winners, so figure it out.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Going back to our camps.
Yes, we're building shelters. It's a lot of like parents bonding over leaving their children. That's who these players are now.
They're like, oh my god, I have families now. Oh, you left your babies.
Right.
Oh, I've got 2, I've got 3, I've got, you know.
And I gotta say, even though Parvati is married now and she's got kids, okay, but she is like, Jeremy, how many kids do you have that you left?
It's like it's the same flirt vibe, but it's not like, I want to get in your pants.
Right.
It's like, oh, we have
It's
babies.
just, she's like endearing herself to him.
The
and
charm.
It is the charm. Yes.
She
the
is a
charm with
charmer.
Parvati. So it's, you know, just people sort of getting their bearings here, but it's all happening very quickly.
We do get a little Ethan package.
Okay, Sarah's gonna just be riding the Ethan train all season long because she picked him as her winner.
The edits there. My prediction is so far.
Meanwhile, my 2 winner predictions were both big targets this week.
David's day didn't go as well.
No, it didn't.
The first little thing is Denise and Adam.
Yeah.
They head off.
Denise, one of my winner picks.
Now, and this is cute because Adam's like fangirling over Denise, which is adorable.
He's like, I grew up watching you on television.
Can I be your Malcolm? Like, this is so fun. And she's like, I love it. Yeah, let's, you know, they're having a great strategic talk. It's great. Okay, they're out way too long. Rest of the tribe,
they're like,
notices they're gone.
Where's Adam? Where's Denise? They got lost, but they had the map, so...
Doesn't look good.
It doesn't look good.
Act like you've been there before.
I know. I was so disappointed. Yes.
Such a rookie mistake.
And it's
so
like,
funny.
then they start to become the conversation, right? Like, can't trust Adam and Denise. Meanwhile, Rob and Parvati are on the tribe, okay? But the 2 of them are wandering off talking, and they're like, let's run this. Let's
run this joint.
Because they kind of, you know, they have a history, complicated history together.
Yeah.
And they kind of agree, like, let's work together this time.
The last time they did not. So they have a nice little talk about it.
Yeah.
How about this time we work together? Rob brings it up and he has to. That's smart.
Yes.
You know Parvati. You know she knows the game. So work with her because you need all the protection you can get. And they have a great conversation. She still does her little flirty. Like, oh, should we?
Yeah.
Oh.
Should we do this thing?
Okay. What do you think?
You're bad, Rob. You're bad.
Yes. Yeah. But ultimately, yes, they need each other.
Right. Now,
before we get to that, we see Tony. He is doing everything he can.
He is doing his best to not be Tony.
He's like, I'm here. I'm at camp. You see me? I'm here. I'm right
chill.
by your side.
I'm chill.
Yep.
Meanwhile, he has no chill.
Yeah.
All he wants to do is dash off into the forest and look for an immunity idol. But he's like, guys, I'm at camp, making it known to everybody. Like, I'm just here at camp.
Yep.
I'm not doing anything. I'm laying low. I'm here at camp.
That was hilarious because I can only imagine that was so real.
Yeah.
We see Amber looking for an idol. She's like,
She's poking
is
around.
that what I should be doing right now?
Yeah, right. Because that's what was fun about this premiere is like a lot of these older players, they're not accustomed to this pace of the game, but they are catching on quick. You know, they're like,
they've been watching
this game
from
is
home,
like everywhere.
so they on paper know.
Right.
Oh, it's quick. I'm supposed to look for idol. Like they know these things, but then they're there.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh. But it was cute to see her trying to figure it out. And then she had a little emotional moment where she was like, you know, not cheering for my husband. I'm his biggest fan.
So sweet.
That's lovely.
We also saw, I think, Yule and Sophie on that tribe sort of pair up, and they're talking about, you know, being one-time players and they don't have the connections. Just kind of surveying the game and taking stock of what those connections are. You know, who's played with whom before, who's played poker with whom before, these kinds of things.
Yes, I mean, this is what we have been talking about pre-season. Like, what these people who've only played once, who have not had connections, they need to group together.
Yeah.
They are at a disadvantage and they need to band together, and Yul definitely sees it and he is on board. And I love that Yul and Sophie are just so brainiacs. They're like so smart and they're working together and I kind of love it.
Yeah, well, and it was great. I mean, Sophie is like such a kook, and like her reaction to him being I want to work with you, she was like, it was like he asked, she's like, I feel like you asked me on a date, and he's like, okay, chill, I just want to work with you, like, be cool. But she was like so flattered that you
what they do on Survivor now, like, just calm down, it's normal. But yeah, she was very cute about it.
Yeah, very cute.
Back over to Blue, where Rob and Poverty are like starting their world domination.
Well, Danny rightly is like, Rob is the target. Am I the only one who sees that Rob is the target?
And she's standing there with Ethan and Ben and these
Adam,
again, like Yul's kind of group, like the equivalent to them of like old school or just played once, you know, out of the loop type group of like, hey, let's point out Rob.
She's like,
people with connections.
This makes sense, right? We're gonna target Rob?
Yeah, and I mean, she's not the only one who's saying his name, but she's the one that's about to get in trouble.
Yes, right, because then Ben goes on a stroll down the beach with Rob.
Oh, Ben.
Big mouth Ben.
I did not see this coming with Ben.
He was starstruck. I think Elaine is the one who mentioned this in our draft video about like, you know, some of these like newer players are going to get out there with these legends and they're going to be totally, you know, gobsmacked and, you know, meeting these legends. That was 100% what happened to Ben.
Yeah. He's standing there walking with Rob. I guess he got caught up.
And he's like, your name got thrown out.
Okay, wait, what? Well, so here's the thing. Okay, I think he just at first was like, yeah, names have already been thrown out.
Yeah.
But Rob is a master.
Rob is like, was mine thrown out?
Wait, whose names?
Yeah.
My name?
Was my name? And Ben's like, oh, yeah, you know, yours was thrown out. And then
names. Yeah, yours.
Rob's like, who said my name?
I don't remember.
And Rob's like, ooh, you don't want to tell me who threw my name out? That makes me feel like I can't trust you. And Ben's like, well, I'm just trying to remember who said it.
Yeah, okay. So it was really fascinating to watch. First off, like, what, Ben, what?
Yeah.
But then you're just watching the magic of Rob. Like, this is Rob.
This is the magic of Rob.
He's calm. He's cool. But he's direct with a bit of an energy to it that makes you putty in his hands.
100%.
And that's really what happened. Like, Ben spills all, and then what does Rob do? Go straight to Danny.
Did you say my name?
Luckily, Danny is also great.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They're all great.
They're all great.
Danny's like, oh yeah, I did. I said a few names because, you know, you've got connections. I don't have anyone. Like, she played it off great. She was super honest.
Yes.
She was super real and just as confident. Like, that's the thing. Rob's talking to you with a confidence.
Yes.
And you have to have the confidence back of like, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Ben didn't do that. Danny did. Danny did. I mean, let's not forget that Ben was like an alpha male on his season. He was like a leader. They called him King Arthur. Like, he was so dominant and like take charge in the alliances. But he, again, just like fangirling out over Rob, like, oh, it's Rob, like, I have to do whatever he says. It was like kind of funny to see that dynamic.
It was. And I mean, it was interesting because then to camera, when he's in his confessionals, he's like, I don't know what happened to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm an idiot. Yeah. But like, I guess that is the messed stuff for Rob.
But Rob says to Danny, like, that's exactly what I needed to hear. You told me the truth. Now I know I can trust you. Let's work together. Like, he's very much like, no hard feelings. Like, I get it. I'm a target. We're all targets. Right. But you told me the truth there, and so, like, we're good.
And it seemed like his angle, at least when he was pitching, of, like, old school versus new school. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yes.
You're old school with me, like, let's work together. Just because you're not aligned, you know, or you didn't come in with relationships. Mm-hmm. He's like, but let's be aligned. He's like, because these new school people need to be knocked down.
Yeah.
So if that's where he's coming from, he is going to protect himself with these people, whether he knows them from previously or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so Danny's like, yeah, of course. Because what else are you going to do?
Well, and I think Danny's now realizing, like, okay, I tried. I reached out and I can't trust these people now. And so I just got to lay low because I'm not trying to do anything else to make myself a target.
Right. What did she just learn? Oh, information got back to Rob on the real quick. Okay, I don't know who to trust. So no, I'm not going to go for the biggest target yet.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to try to figure out where I fit in. Well, conversation quickly goes back to Denise and Adam because they are the weirdos who walked off. So now we are discussing them. Which one? Which one? Which one?
Which one? Well, then Ben, big mouth Ben,
I love it,
goes and tells Adam, hey, buddy, he sees value in keeping Adam safe.
Yeah.
And so he's like, Adam, you're a target. Like, it's you or Denise. That's what people are talking about.
Which honestly, that's smart of Ben. This one, I'm on board with.
Okay.
Okay, that's smart. Ben does need Adam.
Yeah, true.
And so luckily, Adam, again, they're all good.
Yeah.
Adam's like, what about Natalie and Jeremy?
Yeah. Like, so he goes to Denise and is like, well, we messed up because we were gone too long. And so now everybody's talking about us. And they're both like, we just met. Why are people worried about us when Natalie and Jeremy are like basically Rob and Amber? You know what I mean? Like, it's like that level of connection. Yeah.
I mean, it's true. If you're gonna, well, first off, you do need to deflect if it's your name.
Right.
And if we're gonna talk about connections, Jeremy and Natalie are a thicker connection than Denise and Adam, who just met.
That's right. So it's very much going into tribal. It's Adam or Denise or Jeremy or Natalie. All these side conversations are happening with like different combinations of people.
Right.
Nobody wants to make a call. People are saying, you decide and just tell me what to do. And people are like, I don't want to decide. You decide. Like, nobody wants to be making the move this early.
It is too early. These winners are scrambling. They do not want to mess up.
Yeah.
They do not want to cross the wrong person too early.
That's right.
And they're just like, maybe Denise, maybe Adam, maybe Jared. Like, they're just trying. And then it leads to this great moment between Parvati and Rob on the beach of like, are we running this whole thing? And like, why is no one bringing up our name? Like why are we?
They're like, we are the two biggest targets and we feel comfortable.
I mean, and David and I are sitting there watching going, yes.
Yeah.
What? How
do we get here?
Well, because they're that good. They did it.
Yeah.
They worked it to that point.
So the tribal is the sort of the same vibe. Everybody's just super nervous. Like Denise kind of kicks it off and she's like, I'm throwing myself under the bus. Yeah. Like, I made a rookie mistake. I was gone too long. We legitimately got lost, but I understand, like, that's all you need. It looks terrible. That's all you need to vote somebody out. So, you know, but she's just kind of trying to say, like, but keep in mind, like, I don't know Adam, really, and there are deeper connections here that maybe we should split up.
Exactly. Like, they're making good points, but what I loved Michelle, just like...
Yeah.
Like face, like oh my god, she's like, I've never been so stressed in my life. Michelle's like, what is happening?
Right. And I think Adam like is, you know, he's also piling on with the connections thing, and he's like, someone out here is married to somebody on the other tribe. And Rob quickly deflects that and he's like, we've all won, we're all targets. There's a reason to get everybody out on this tribe.
Of course, yes. Yes, still working it.
Right.
But like even Natalie was like, I was never once this stressed in my entire season.
They're all losing it.
They're such a wreck, and I love watching them because they're all such like confident legends, like badasses, and they're like, oh.
Yes, and like they have egos, they're all winners, they've got reputations, and now these 10 are sitting at the first tribal council knowing one of us is going home first and we've all won the game. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So
we do see Jeremy and Ben sort of whisper at one point about Rob.
Jeremy gets a feeling and he's like, something's up. And I think Rob and Parvati are behind it. So he kind of whispers to Ben, like, do you think they set something up? And Ben's like, starting to feel that way.
Yeah, he's like, let's talk.
Yeah.
So they go to vote. We don't know exactly where this vote's going to go. We're just as confused as what these winners seem like they're confused.
Right. We get, I think, a Denise and then an Adam and then a Denise.
Yep. And then boom, 5 Natalies.
She's out. That's
and
enough.
Natalie is gone. So yes, obviously Rob and Parvati decided, you know what, Adam? I think Adam brought it to Ethan and Ethan brought it to Rob and Parvati, but however it got there.
Yeah.
They were like, yep, that's the duo, Jeremy, Natalie, and they obviously decided on Natalie, because you always take the woman over the man.
I mean,
and
thank you.
And 3 people did not know about this.
Right, Michelle was left out of
Jeremy
the vote.
and Natalie, obviously.
There you go.
So Natalie is the first out. That is a bummer.
Yeah.
She's a badass, and I would have loved to watch more of her.
Yeah, right.
But I do understand.
I get it. It's not a horrible first move. Rob or Parvati should have been the first boo, let's be honest.
Yes.
But like the duo of Jeremy and Natalie, you can't deny that. No. It's not stupid to split them up.
No, I mean, honestly, it was bad luck for them to be put together.
Yeah.
I mean, Survivor split up Rob and Sandra. They split up Rob and Amber.
Yeah.
I even feel like they split up Rob and Tyson. Like, it's very clear who they split up. And then all of a sudden, Jeremy and Natalie are on the same tribe.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Although I have to say Sarah and Tony are on the same tribe.
Yeah,
so I guess
tough to, like, there are so many different connections. Like, it's hard to make sure everybody's separated. But they were the duo that was the target. So Natalie's gone. She bequeaths her fire token to Jeremy, obviously.
Of course.
And she's off to Edge of Extinction. Now, sadly, Reem was not there to greet her.
She was not.
I was expecting a giant Reem head statue. And Reem is living in her, 4-story mansion on the Edge of Extinction.
She was like, I never left. Here I am. And let me tell you what you did wrong.
Right.
That's what I was expecting.
But she goes to a deserted island.
Yep.
So Natalie is now the first person on Edge of Extinction.
Okay, now moving on.
Yes.
Second part of this.
Yes.
We see Sarah and Sandra have sort of paired up.
They're talking.
Which I kind of love.
Yeah, I don't hate that. And then I think there's like this group of one-timers, one-time players. It's a Yule, it's a Wendell, it's a Nick.
And Sophie.
And a Sophie.
Yes, they're a bit of a foursome.
Yeah, forming this alliance of like, if we stick together and we can, it seems like Sarah and Sandra want to maybe work with us, because Yule's kind of commenting like, Sandra seems to be trying to organize this alliance that I've already built.
Yeah.
So that's great. Like, the 6 of us can run the game.
Yeah. Now, Sarah was the first person who openly was like, I think Amber's the threat, right? Because she's married to Rob.
Yeah.
And, Sandra does a good job of like listening and then being like, that's the direction they're going. I like it. And she's like, yeah, let me tell you a story. And she digs in with that. Rob lied to me, told me he'd never play, and here he is.
And the way Sandra does it is just so Sandra. Like, she's like, I spent 36 days on that island with Rob, and he swore to me that he would never come back. Like, she lays it on so thick.
Look, here's the thing. Maybe there's a part of her that's a little miffed he didn't give her a heads up.
She's not that miffed.
Exactly. This is an act. This is what Sandra does. She makes things a bit bigger than they are because that's the game.
Yep.
So no, is she this upset about it?
No, she's stirring the pot, okay?
Does she want Rob and Amber and everyone connected to Rob to be more of a target than her? Yes!
Anyone but Sandra. That is the strategy. So on the other tribe, we've got Michelle and Ben back from this vote.
Realizing
a little shell-shocked.
Yeah.
And Michelle specifically is like, I'm not the most respected winner, and now I'm left out of the vote. This is not where I want to be.
Not a good,
And so she and Ben are discussing, and they are both kind of agreeing like, we got to get an old schooler out because these people are already running the tribe.
Right. It was surprising how well Rob and Parvati just like flipped things away from them.
Yeah.
But after they clearly orchestrated this move, hopefully it's not as easy to do it the next time. Like now Michelle definitely knows she was out of a vote.
Wake up
Ben,
call,
even though he was looped in, knows it was Rob and Parvati.
Yeah.
Like, they know this danger. It's just sitting there.
Yeah.
So maybe they can work on that.
Yeah, they have a little bit of clarity, and now maybe they'll be willing to actually organize something and make a move because nobody wanted to do the first one.
Right. At least they're now aware. Whether they do anything, who knows?
Then we get a nice package with Natalie on Edge of Extinction, right?
Okay, so now we're learning more about Edge of Extinction. We're learning more about fire tokens. She is getting information about how she can, get tokens to get get back into the game or purchase things like wine.
Right, or a hammock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back to getting yourself back in the game. So she's on the search for something, an advantage, some clue, something. And she's hiking for hours, and she's up at the top of the, and I'm just thinking, this girl hasn't eaten, she's got no water.
The producers were like, let's just give her a challenge where she just has to walk from one side of the island to the other.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally like go
an uphill.
Up over the top and then back down. Well, she finally gets there and finds an idol. And it's an idol that's good for 3 tribal councils, and she's going to sell it to someone still in the game on the losing tribe of the next immunity challenge.
Okay, this is very interesting information.
And a lot of power.
Yes. So obviously it's dependent on who the losing tribe is, but I feel like there are many ways this can affect the game.
Yes.
I mean, she can, in essence, help someone in the game, giving idols or whatever other advantages may come along.
That's right.
You could straight up, like, let's just say, this isn't the truth, but just in theory, let's say she gives everything to Jeremy and she just arms Jeremy for the rest of the season.
Piles on, yeah.
Or let's say, let's get to a point where people are like, oh wait, I don't want to help Edge of Extinction. I'm not going to give them my fire tokens for this advantage or whatever. I just feel like this is really going to affect the game.
Yeah.
Very interestingly to me. I mean, I'm open to seeing where this goes.
Yeah. And I mean, it's, you know, if Jeremy is on the losing tribe, it's a win-win for her to gift him an idol and him to give her a token. Like, nobody loses there, you know? So, like, there are cases where it's definitely going to be mutually beneficial, but who knows, like, maybe your ally is not on the losing tribe, which is kind of what happens in the Natalie situation. But definitely interested to see how this all plays out.
A certain married couple who this might benefit quite a bit.
Exactly. Okay. Thank you for taking us there.
Okay, all right. But jumping back, let's go play immunity.
Right.
Let's have a challenge.
Let's play an insane immunity challenge. This must have taken an hour to explain to the tribes.
Okay, so you're gonna do this, and then you're gonna row, and then you're gonna do this. Yeah.
First of all, I loved when the tribe shows up, and Jeff's like, your first look at the new tribe. Natalie voted out, and Sandra's face is like, okay, it wasn't Rob. We decided not to get Rob out.
Oh, you guys did not get Rob. Oh. Yeah, her face was out. She did like a huh, and then she was like, oh, I have to like remain calm.
Yeah. Yeah, she fixed her face very quickly. And she volunteers to sit out on her tribe. She's very much like, yes, thank you. Happily, I will sit on the sidelines.
I don't do challenges. Okay, we've got the teams rowing out, and one team looks like they are completely in sync, and the blue team looks like a hot mess.
I gotta tell you, they collided with that thing so hard, it looked intentional. I was like, oh, that's the challenge. They have to grab something from that structure. No, they just crashed into it.
They just thought they would crash into it.
Wow.
Meanwhile, the other one's like, like straight up rowers.
They made it look like rowing the boat was easy, but it's obviously not, you know. But this red tribe it's Dakal is the red tribe, right?
I don't know.
I think it is Dakal. Yes, it is. So Dakal has a very commanding lead initially because they can handle the boat much better than Sele, I think, is the other tribe.
Yes.
We'll get those tribe names
We will. It's S-E-L-E. Sele, Sele,
whatever.
I'm sticking with red and blue right now. It's barely figuring out who's on what right now.
Right.
When they finally get to the barrel thing.
The blue team? Or in general?
Anyway, red team gets there first. And they're just like, okay, and over we go. It doesn't seem
that hard. Again.
Okay, over we go.
It's just all working.
Let's go over.
Yeah.
And then the blue team gets there, and it's like, it doesn't spin the right way.
It's like they're running into a wall over and over again. I don't understand.
I don't either, but Rob just he can't with these people, and so he's just
throwing them over. Throwing women over the
He's like drowning under the water to shove them up over this thing.
Women are just going up and over.
I think it was men too. I think he was throwing.
Well, I'm sure it was, but there were like at first, of course, I think he starts with the women because they're lighter weight, and he's just tossing them out of the ocean. It's like Rob is such a beast.
I mean, he is a bit of a beast, but he's also just like pissed off at this tribe. Yeah. Yul is up doing the combo while Rob and Jeremy are the last two that need to hurl over this thing. And they
can't get over.
They can't get it. But Yul is working on this combo and they do catch up. They get up and they're not far behind.
Yeah.
When they get their combo, I guess, a little quicker. So Wendell gets one by the time they catch up. Right.
And then Jeremy, boom, boom, boom. I mean, maybe it was edited, but it seemed like he just got those three in a row real quick. I think maybe Wendell got a second one.
He didn't.
He didn't?
Because it fell off.
Oh, yeah. So
he was still working on that second one.
Jeremy just took it. And that's why Jeremy's dangerous.
Yes.
but also why you want him on your team.
They were able to catch up and win.
Yeah, win immunity.
And we are blessed with a balanced first episode.
This is exactly what you want out of the premiere. I want a tribal with each tribe. I want everybody's torch lit. And I want to see all of these winners at a tribal council first episode. Great.
And we want to break Denise's curse. This is the first tribal she has not attended.
Oh my God, finally it's broken.
I mean, if she was about to go again, I was like, I can't. This girl is
cursed. Right, yeah. Now, when we get back to camp, it's just chaos. Like, I think everybody's name came up.
Yes.
Sandra.
Nick, Sandra, Tyson, Amber. The names are just like,
flying.
Oh, we should get Nick and Sandra. Oh, we should get Sandra and Tyson.
Yeah.
Oh, we should get, it's just like.
We should get Kim. We should get so-and-so. Like, it's crazy. And then we do get a little beat where Sandra gets her idol, and that was unexpected.
It was. I mean, I don't know who I thought Natalie might give it to on this tribe.
Because we expected Jeremy if they were the losing tribe. But who does she really know on this tribe? I don't know.
We don't know. But apparently she either just idolizes and loves the queen. Or maybe they've met and she likes, I don't know.
Or the producers were in her ear and they were like, hey, don't you think Sandra deserves that idol?
That is possible. Or maybe she thinks if I do get back in, I want Sandra on my side. I mean, there's 1,000 different reasons that could have fallen into this, but all of a sudden we see Sandra pulling out an idol and she's like, there's no thought even going into this. I'm absolutely
buying it.
Taking this and giving her
because it only costs that one token. So Sandra's like, take my token. I will take this idol. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you very much.
So then Sandra, with that idol around her neck, I mean, it's clearly in her pocket. She's hiding it. But she's like back into camp, ready to stir up some trouble.
And boy, is she straight up Sandra style. So we've got to see Rob in full Rob from the get-go. And guess what? Now we get to see Sandra in full Sandra.
Yeah.
She is saying all the names to everybody. She's walking up and she's like, well, now it's you. Yeah. Ha ha ha, now it's him. Like, she's just saying all the names.
And it's almost never her name. Like, I think Amber's the only one who's like, would we be stupid if we didn't get Sandra out first? But Sandra's going around like, oh, Tyson just said it was you, Tony. And she's like got a smile on her face, like just gleefully messing with people.
Oh, yes. And of course, messing with Tony is exactly what you want to do, especially Sandra. She knows how to push his buttons. She knows she can get him all wound up. He'll sink his own ship. She's not worried about him at all. And she does. She says, Tyson said your name. And Tony.
So then Tony is like, bing, bing. He's like a pinball, like all over the place, like talking to everybody. And, you know, it's not really enough to like make him a target. I don't think anyone really ever talks in earnest about needing to get Tony out, because the conversation kind of starts to center on this poker alliance.
Yes.
This group of winners who played a poker tournament a year ago. I'm sure they're all regretting it now on this day 3 of Survivor. And it's Kim and it's Amber and it's Tyson on this specific tribe.
On this one, who are aligned with Rob. Jeremy also was in this, but they're on the other tribe. But they all feel like this is a group that is connected to Rob. They're connected to each other, and we got to break them up, which is understandable and also really funny.
Yeah. But Tyson is one who's ready to jump ship. Like, the Poker Alliance, I'm sure it's not a real alliance.
No.
They're claiming it's an alliance.
They're just calling it that.
They're just, you know, they're friends, right? But Tyson's like, oh, I'll vote him out. I don't care about Kim and Amber. Like, he's like, I'm not going.
Well,
tonight,
Tyson got the opportunity. I now wonder if Kim and Amber got the opportunity. They must have.
Yeah.
But what we saw was Tyson got the opportunity because Yul was like, hey, this poker thing. And maybe Yul just likes Tyson and wants to work with him because he he believed what Tyson said. Tyson was like, no, I'm here to play. Like, I'm not aligned with them. It's not a thing. If you want to write their names down, I will do it with you.
I'll do it too. Don't even worry about it.
So Yule's like, okay, that makes sense. Now we see a whole package about Kim like walking up on conversations.
And then it turns to dead silence.
Yeah.
No one wants to talk to her.
I don't know if she got the same opportunity that Tyson got, or maybe it just didn't go as well.
Yeah, and Kim's game here, I mean, this is not a position she's familiar with, and she says so in her confessional packages. She's like, I'm, for the first time, like, I ran the game when I played, and now I know what it feels like to be on the outs. This is not a familiar feeling. I don't like it. We're seeing tears in her eyes. Like, it's uncharted territory for her. But I liked, she kind of, the way she played this kind of reminded me of the straightforwardness that Danny exhibited with Rob. Kim's sitting there, and she's like, it's me, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm the target. She's just very forward. And I think that's what a skill a lot of these people have that made them win their seasons, because people don't know how to react when you're direct, you know? So Kim would walk up and be like, I'm announcing myself, everybody. I know you don't want to talk to me. Like, you know, she's just calling it like she sees it. And she definitely has the sense that she's on the chopping block.
Yeah, they are worried. But once again, we head to a tribal not fully knowing which way we're headed with this vote.
Yeah, Kim gets kind of the spotlight of the three poker people. I mean, Amber definitely gets like a question thrown her way immediately. And, you know, she's talking about how the pace of this game is so crazy. And I'm kind of adjusting to that. It's been so long since I played. But then Kim kind of is in the spotlight talking about like, this poker thing is not a thing. And if it is, I'm not in it.
Right.
Like,
she
really
was like,
pleading
it
her
was
case.
a 3-hour event one time a year ago. That is not the same thing as real relationships that have been formed with other people. So it was like, yes, making very good points. So, but we're all sort of talking around it, you know, talking about Tony being crazy Tony. They're all bringing things up. Ultimately, Sandra does not play her idol.
No, because she doesn't need to.
She doesn't.
And she knows she doesn't need to.
Good call, lady.
Yeah.
So we get votes, and it goes like this. Kim, 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 Kim. Amber, 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 Amber.
Yeah. I think it was Nick, Kim, Kim, Kim.
Oh, I'm sorry, it is Nick.
Yeah.
Nick looks like Kim.
Yeah, right.
In my writing, but you're correct. Thank you.
But then it was Amber the rest of the way.
Yes.
And this is the right move.
I mean, it is.
I don't want to see Amber go. I don't want to see anybody go.
And I, you know, you left your 4 girls to come all the way out here.
Yeah.
But like, your husband's a legend, and we can't leave you in the game. And I say we because I have so much pull in this game. You know, it stinks to see her go, especially since she did seem slower than everyone.
She did. She was moving at a different pace.
You know, I know she knew she needed to go faster, but she just didn't look, I mean, we weren't seeing it. I'm sure it's edit.
Yes.
But like, we weren't seeing her having some conversations that were going to make a difference.
Right, and you didn't get that sense that she knew, like with Kim. Like, Kim knew, and it kind of lit a fire under her, and we saw, like, she's trying to make something happen here to save herself.
Yeah.
Amber didn't really have as much of a spark there. Like, oh, I gotta come alive and save myself in this moment.
Yeah.
It just felt like it kind of happened to her.
Yeah.
I'm sure Sandra had a lot to do with this. I'm sure she did, because she saw that tribe, and she saw Rob was still on it, and she was like, well, I'm not gonna be that dumb. I'm gonna organize Amber's ouster.
Yeah, I mean, had Rob been voted out, maybe they would have thought twice. Yeah, maybe they would have saved Amber for a minute. I mean, I still think you have to take both of them out. 100%. But yeah, so Amber is gone, and she gives her token to, guess what?
Jeremy.
Nope. Rob, her husband, her baby daddy.
And now she's off to Edge of Extinction, where maybe she's going to find an idol and send it to her hubby, Rob.
Who's she going to give it to? Jeremy. No, Rob. Yeah, I think that, honestly, now that she's on Edge of Extinction, this could go even better for Rob. He could be so protected by her. Yeah. I'm fascinated to see.
I know.
I loved watching these iconic confident people scramble and feel paranoid.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yep.
It was so great to see them talk about old school versus new school, or past relationships versus I got no one.
Yeah, yeah.
I love to see the little pairs.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
And there's balance so far, which is nice.
Yes.
Like, we got a new schooler out in Natalie, and we got an old schooler out in Amber. Like,
True.
Both tribes went to tribal. It felt like we got a little something from every single person in this game, which I'm sure was, like, very intentionally produced that way. Like, they want to give everybody a little camera time in the premiere.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this game is off to the races. Some people are feeling like they've already been left in the dust. We talked about Michelle, and she's not happy about that. And so I think from here on out,
Kim's gonna be worried.
Oh yeah.
Coming up, we're seeing magic from Rob, Parvati, and Sandra already.
Right.
We're seeing just smart moves from like Tyson and Yule. Like, you know, those people who are just sort of in the middle making smart decisions are going to be great.
Yes.
I'm so loving it.
It's so good. I'm so happy that this is happening. And
yes. We're here. It's here, you guys. It's happening. We're so excited.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of the premiere?
And, you know, please send me your condolences, because Natalie was on my draft team, and so I already lost a player, so I'm disappointed about that. So, like...
Oh, I'm so sorry, David.
Sarah was, like, rubbing it in my face that Ethan was getting this winner's edit, and I'm like, if I have to listen to this all season and then he wins...
I don't want to bring it up too much, but I'm really liking Ethan's edit already.
I mean, literally, like, my team is Jeremy, Natalie, Tyson, Denise, and Kim, and every single one of them was thrown out as a target this episode. I was like, dang it!
Yeah, it was a rough night. Rough night
it was
for
a
you.
rough night for me.
Yeah. Were your favorites safe? How did you feel about it?
Let us know all your thoughts on this premiere, and we will see you guys next time.
We'll see you next week.
Okay, bye.